Yesterday, man, EA dropped playoff promo part 2, and they dropped series reduxes for 93 and for 90 overalls, 94 overalls, which I don't think, I was not expecting them to drop 94s. I was expecting all 93s, but they threw in a 94. So basically, yesterday, the Eagles theme team, we got a couple cards. We got Steven Nelson for the playoff promo part 2. We got Nolan Smith series redux and Hassan Reddick series redux. This right here is the Steven Nelson card. I think the last time I remember actually using the Steven Nelson card, I don't think it was last year. It might have been the year before. He had got like some stock and stuff or something. That's the last time I remember using the Steven Nelson card. But basically, he got a card now. I did not pick it up. The reason why I did not pick up the Steven Nelson card is because his discounts are man KO discounts. I don't run man, I run zone. Now, I know he does get the 0 AP pick arts, and you're probably like, okay, well, you could just throw him in the slot with 0 AP pick arts. It's true, I could, don't get me wrong, but I got Rasul Douglas in the slot. He'd only be one speed slower than Steven Nelson, and he's 6'2". He's got the height, and I personally like the Rasul Douglas card a lot, so I don't really want to give him up for Steven Nelson, so that's just kind of where I'm at. But if you want to get Steven Nelson, I would say the best thing to do with him, if you do not run man, you run like a zone defense, just throw his ass in the slot corner. Like I said, we also got series reduxes, so we got Hassan Reddick, his 94, and Nolan Smith, his Blitz 93, and I actually went and picked up the Nolan Smith card. You guys know I've been trying to get this card for the longest, and every time I was just about to buy him, Eagles came out and I wasn't able to get him. Finally, I was able to get Nolan Smith, so I actually have pretty much all the Eagles. My theme team is complete. I have no plans on getting a Hassan Reddick, because for me personally, it was between, do you want to get Nolan or do you want to get Reddick? So I was like, who do I want to really get here? It wasn't an ability thing for me, because I know Hassan Reddick gets the 1 AP, no outsiders, but it's not an AP thing for me because I'm not putting any abilities on either of them, so it didn't matter. So to me, it was just who looks better. I mean, Nolan Smith's taller, he's a little bigger, 6'2", 238, and he's faster. He's got the 95 speed. I think Hassan Reddick had like a 94 finesse move. Nolan had a 93. Their block shot was pretty similar, so the cards are really similar. I thought Nolan looked a little bit better, and plus I've been trying to use this Nolan card for the longest, so I went and picked him up, and I finally got him. I haven't done a team update video in a while, so I don't exactly remember what changes I've made since the last time I did it, because I've been making changes to the team. I just have not made a video, so I'm going to kind of go over the team a little bit, because I have been making some changes, and I don't remember what I did. As you can see right now, man, we are 53 out of 50 Eagles. The team's running pretty strong, man. This is pretty much the offense right here. I still got Anthony Munoz at left tackle. And I was actually originally, I was thinking about getting Jordan Mailata with the whole fatigue update, but for you guys that did not know, they actually, so because the fatigue shit, basically, like if you had a bigger player and he was going up against a smaller guy, he was going to be gassed the entire game. They basically updated and they just took fatigue out of MUT. There's no more fatigue. It's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because, like, the fact that guys aren't getting tired, I mean, that's just not a good thing. And it's also good because now they fixed that problem, but it created another problem. So there is no more fatigue. So I still got Anthony Munoz at left tackle. I'm going to keep him there. I don't, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Still got Bruce Matthews at left guard. And if you can see, I have changed my AP up a little bit on offense. I'm going to be dropping a gameplay later with like Nolan Smith and some of the updates I made to my AP on offense. But on Bruce Matthews, I actually have, I don't exactly remember what the ability is called. It's called Omniscient. Basically, it's threat detector and identifier built in for 3 AP. I'm actually using that right now. I only played one season today. I went 8-0, or yesterday. I went 8-0 and I won a Super Bowl, so I kind of liked it. I don't know, it worked for me, so we're just going to keep rocking it right like that. I did actually end up picking up Jason Kelsey. If you didn't know, you can actually upgrade him to a 91. Stats, you know, they're not too bad. He's nothing really too crazy, so I went ahead and picked him up. I downgraded Kevin Mawai, and I used my other team captain tokens to go get Shannon Crowder. I am using Shannon Crowder again, but yeah, we got Jason Kelsey out there. Still got Osomalo right guard. We still got John Runyon at right tackle. We still got the man Jordan Reed at tight end number 1. But I also did get rid of Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert is gone. The Dallas Goedert era is over, man. I used that man. Oof, I don't even remember when he came out, man. But I used it for a pretty long time. But I think it's kind of safe to say he's, you know, starting to get a little slow. So I went and picked up Vernon Davis because you guys know I use 2 tight ends. And, I mean, you know, Vernon Davis is a great card. I love me some Vernon Davis. Wide receiver 1, we still got Smitty. I'm not going to lie. Like, last night using Smitty, he was going crazy, man. Like there was a game where he had like 3 catches, 150 yards, or 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, 150 yards. He was like catching touchdowns all night. Smitty is still doing great for me. And if you're wondering why I have Deshaun Jackson wide receiver 3, because you guys know my wide receiver 3 is my backup receiver. I don't use 3 receivers. Basically, one of the coin, you know how they got the one coin pack in the store where you can open it up? It was like an 80-some plus legend. I pulled Deshaun Jackson out of it. He's a B&D card, so I couldn't sell him. So I was just like, you know what? You can just stay on the team. So I got Deshaun Jackson as a backup, and I also have him for my kick return team. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, I guess. My running back 1 is still Miles Sanders. Now, I actually, because right now for my team, I need nothing. I have pretty much all the Eagles I want. There's nothing I need. I'm just waiting for new Eagles to come out. So, as of right now, I have the option to kind of either get a brand new running back. I was thinking about getting Chris Johnson, or just saving up to get Todd Gurley, because you know you can put the Eagles cap on him, but he's a lot of coins, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. And nobody said get running back Vic. I'm not using that card. That juke slide cancel. It's not happening. Quarterback 1, man, we still got my boy Jalen Hurts. He's just good, man. I don't see a reason to get rid of him. He makes all the throws for me. You know, he's got some mobility. He's not the fastest, but he's got some mobility for me. But I have changed his abilities up. You can probably see I'm rocking Gift Wrapper 0, Hot Rod Master for 3, and Gunslinger for 2. I'm actually not rocking Seth Lead. I know it's hard to believe because I'm such a big Seth Lead guy, but last night I tried it. I wanted, because I really kind of wanted to bring out Threat Detector. Used it last night. Like I said, I only played 1 season. I went 8-0. I also beat one of the homies too, so I really went 9-0 with it last night. Won a Super Bowl, and I mean, I don't know. I liked it really good. I feel like I was doing good on offense. I mean, I run the ball a lot anyway, so I don't know. I liked it, so I'm gonna just keep running it like that until I feel like I don't like it. Wide receiver 2, we still got my boy Julio Jones. I mean, he's just too good not to have. If you got a Eagles team, I mean, you literally have to have Julio Jones out there. For the defense, we only really made a couple of changes. We still got Brian Dawkins at free safety. Got deep out zone KO on him. Moved Carmichael at right outside linebacker, but only because I wanted, I guess, to have Nolan in his actual position and Carmichael here, but none of it actually matters because I run nickel normal. This is just for like a lineup screen thing, and I know it says he's got the thing crossed out on Carmichael, like he's not getting the chem. He's still getting the boost and all that stuff. It just doesn't count towards the chem for the theme team. So like, what is this I am? I think it says 53 out of 50. I would be 54 out of 50 if he was like in his natural position. So I just have him there just because that, but yeah, I still have Carmichael in the box, so one of my users with that lurk artist. Like I said, I did decide to go ahead and see this Channing Crowder, because if you max him all the way out, you also get the 2 times Eagles chem. And I mean, he's not really that bad. He's got 93 speed, he's 6'2", he's a bigger body, 91 hit power, 91 zone. I mean, he's actually really not a bad card, so I got him back in the box with Carmichael. I went and sold Julius Peppers because I already had the 1 extra AP, so the option was put on the inside stuff, or I mean, I'm very good at stop and run without inside stuff. I've been said it so many times. It's a luxury to have it, but I don't need it. And left outside linebacker, we got my brand new Nolan Smith. He is obviously one of my edge rushers. I think I got him rushing off the left side. I want to say I'll be able to show you when I get to my specialist screen. Strong safety, I still got CJ Gardner-Johnson out there with that 2 AP deep end zone KO. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably like, why don't you have Jordan Poyer? For the people that have been watching me and they know the Jordan Poyer lore with me, I ain't using no Jordan Poyer cards. His cards have been notoriously terrible for me, and I've had some of the worst, craziest plays ever happen to me with him out there, so he ain't touching my field. Cornerback 1, we still got Asante Samuel out there with that deep out zone KO. Now I know he's not the fastest guy anymore with 94 speed, which really still isn't that bad, but with that 96 zone, man, that deep out zone KL, he plays everything, and he's just too good, and he's also my favorite corner all time, so it's also going to be kind of hard for him to get him off my field, but Asante's still out there making plays. Cornerback 3, my slot corner, we got Rasul Douglas. Like I said, I'm using him over Steven Nelson because of the height and because he's also B&D. He's 6'2". I mean, he can do it all. He can play man, he can play zone. He's a bigger body than him, and Rasul Douglas cards also have always played pretty good for me in mud, so I want to keep him in the slot. I always like having a taller corner anyway in my slot. At right end, we got Brandon Graham. Now, I don't actually use Brandon Graham anymore. I was only using him until I got Nolan Smith. Finally got him, so Brandon Graham's just kind of here. He's B&D. I'm not going to quick sell him. D-tackle 1 and 2, we got Jalen Carter, Refrigerator Perry, the dynamic duo. And then left end, we still got Javon Curse. And I have to say, man, he is still my best pass rusher. I've had Javon Curse probably on my team the entire year, from legend to his blitz card, man. I don't think he's ever left my team. Javon Curse is just a beast, man. What can I say? Cornerback 2, we got big play Slay with that deep out zone KO. Arguably one of the best corners in the game right now because of that. Special teams, you know, we got Gary. We even got Gary Anderson. Like, I literally have all the Eagles finally, man. I got Gary. You got the punter with the chem. So I have pretty much everybody for my specialist. Miles Sanders is obviously my main running back. My sub linebackers are Harold Carmichael and Channing Crowder, both with lurk artists. Those are my guys in the box. And this is how my D-line set up. Nolan Smith is my left end. I got Carter and Perry on my D tackles. And then my right end is Javon Curse, slot corner Russell Douglas. Like I said, I run nickel normals. You guys already know. These are pretty much my strategies. I still the same playbook. Spread and 4-6. Gunslinger, offensive strat card. Now, I did see, I think they got a new Gunslinger one. It gives you 3+ throw power. So, the problem is, though, I don't think you can buy a lot of this stuff off the auction house right now. So, I think to get it, you just got to do the sets over and over so you get what you want. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that, but there is a new one you can get. I'm not sure if there's a new in the zone with +4, but I got, you know, this, and this is already pretty much good enough. I got the playoff strat card for the NFC. I got the Eagles Team Affinity. I don't know if there's a blue one. If you guys know if there's a blue Team Affinity one now. And I do got the Shane Steichen +1 for my deep route run. I might switch this one up and put it on defense now because I originally had it for Dallas Goedert, but I don't really need it so much now. So I might, if you guys know which coach gives you like a strat for some zone coverage, that's probably the one I'll pick up. It's pretty much where my Eagles team is at right now. Like I said, I have literally everybody I want at this point. I'm just kind of waiting for the Eagles to come out. I'm going to stack my coins up. I bought Nolan Smith, I think, for like 500,000. And that actually took like literally all my coins. Like when I bought them, I think I only had like 130 left or something like that. So like I said, I grinded out last night. I'm up like 380. I still got cards selling, so I should be up probably like 400,000. So that's not really too bad. But as of right now, until we get some more Eagles, I think I'm probably gonna get a brand new running back to replace Miles. I got the extra chem slots to do it. I'm either going to probably I'm thinking about getting Chris Johnson or just save up to get Todd Gurley. I'm probably going to end up getting Chris Johnson because saving up for Todd Gurley is crazy, man. He's basically 3 mil because last time I checked his price, he was like 2.9. So there's no way in this world I'm sitting there doing all the sets for Gurley. That is just, it's not happening. Let me know any new cards you guys have recently picked up. If you picked up Steven Nelson, if you picked up any of those new series Reduxes we got, Nolan and Redux, or because honestly, really, if you had their LTD versions, that's kind of like where it becomes a good thing when your theme team gets a lot of LTDs. Because let's say, for example, let's say you had the LTD assigned Reddick, right? Over time, as his Series Redux drops in price, you could quick sell the one you have and then buy his Series Redux and make a profit in the future. So that's kind of like one good thing about, you know, getting a lot of LTDs. It sucks, you know, when you actually have to, you know, buy that for that price, but over time, it's, you know, kind of becomes a nice thing. That's pretty much gonna do it for me, boys. Like I said, I'm gonna have a gameplay dropping a little bit later with Nolan Smith and kind of talking more about my AP that I'm running on offense and stuff. So till the next one, man, your boys out.